Hi, I'm here. Hello, friends. Sorry, I was a moment behind. Was putting my hair in a ponytail. It's time to get cooking. Welcome in. I'm like really hot today. I'm just gonna like pop the window open a bit more. Seriously hot out. It's not even winter, chat. Winter doesn't exist this year. This is insane. Insane. Welcome. You guys are lurking. I was 2.5 seconds late, maybe even a little bit longer, honestly. I was like, oh god. Okay, who do we got first? Bonk, you were first today. You beat Kimmers. Kimmers is probably busy doing Christmas stuff. Okay, we also got Uki, who I haven't seen in forever. Welcome in, Uki. It's good to see you. Hello, Trekkert. Paloozer. Yet it is. I love that you guys are saying Merry Kateness. That is so dang cute, and it made me really happy, so thank you. Hello, Michael. You're going to the vitamin shop? Okay, sounds good. Yet it is, you're mixing up cookie doughs, shortbread's done, chocolate crinkles coming up, and chocolate peanut butter to go yet. That sounds amazing. The chocolate crinkle cookies, those are so good. Like, 3 of my favorite things. Shortbread, chocolate crinkle cookies, and chocolate peanut butter. I mean, we're making a chocolate peanut butter dessert today, too. Kimmers is lurking. Classic. Classic. I had a good morning. I was up really early. It's Festivus, the holiday for the rest of us. I love it. Yeah, I was up at like 6:30 this morning. I'm getting back into the groove. Did like a big like deep clean of the house today. It felt so good. And that's basically it. I'm gonna go for a walk later. I didn't get out today. I sold a Dobby Funko Pop to someone this morning. It was really cute. And that's all I got, friends. Hope you guys are all a-okay. We're gonna have a nice fun cooking day together. Nothing too crazy, honestly. The menu is pretty simple. Me and Bonk were looking at the Stream Elements commands earlier today, and it seems like they weren't working again. So let me just check, because you never know, honestly. Oh, shit. Okay, I'll just copy paste it. Whatever. So I'm gonna unlink it from the stream today afterwards. I didn't feel like doing it before stream just in case it messed anything up. But yeah, I'll work on that after stream and hopefully it gets fixed because that is like super annoying. It's really like taken away from my stream, which is a little bit disappointing. So there's our menu for the day, and then we also have lots of good recipes to reference, and they are all in Discord already as well. So there we go. Right? Shit. What is going on there? Okay, so Marsala Lamb Chops. We got lamb chops on sale from the store, what, last week? Was it earlier this week? I can't even remember anymore. Sometime when Samo was still here. Let's just go with that. So we are going to sear those up today and then just make a really simple pan sauce with some Marsala wine. It's gonna be delicious, and we're gonna make one of my favorite rices today. It's a rice pilaf, and it actually gets all baked in the oven. It doesn't get cooked on the stovetop, so that'll be fun to do together. And some cream spinach because I had spinach to use up, so I said, hey, I thought this would be really good together. The Marsala, is it the sweeter version? Let me see. Let me go grab the bottle. I still have to get it from the liquor cabinet. It says like a semi-dry, semi-seco. And we're gonna use the rest of this up today. Semi-seco. This is what it is. Don't like the glare on it. Yeah. This is what it says. Okay, it actually is a little bit of a sweeter one. Semi-dry. They call it a dessert wine, right? Marsala, like you can drink this. So we'll just have to be sure that we don't make it too sweet later on. But I always find like once you mix the Marsala with like meat things in a pan, it makes it like so savory and unctuous that it's just so delicious. White Dove, thank you. Redeeming 50,000 of your pots and pans points that you saved up. A special occasion dinner for you, something made with king crab legs. What's the occasion? We need like something to celebrate though. Actually, I know what we'll do. Maybe we'll wait till Sam is home because I don't want to like enjoy this all by myself. Is we will celebrate our streamiversary in January and we'll do like crab legs. I don't know if it'll be crab legs. We'll see what the price point is on them. We might have to like split a case with one of our friends or something because that is like seriously the most expensive protein that exists out there now. Get a Marsala chicken dish from a local Italian restaurant. They use the sweeter wine and you love the sweet savory contrast. Me too. I was like trying to think of what kind of sauce I should like serve with the lamb and I was like, oh, I got the Marsala, so I'll just use that up. That is good. Or my birthday. My birthday's in March. Yeah, you know how fast the time goes by. We'll work it out. Crab is like so ridiculous. So ridiculous. And it wasn't always like that. It's just in the last couple of years, it's just been insane. But I think that also has to do with like the oceans too, right? The oceans, the fishing laws that they keep like changing. There's so many factors that go into food prices. We could go on and on, seriously. Okay, I'm gonna open up all these recipes for myself. And I think we'll start with the dessert today because it is pretty easy and there's a couple different steps. I've been like so into these no-bake desserts. It's one of those meals you just don't allow yourself to spend the money on. It's true, right? But we should always have like a celebratory meal for those special occasions. I can't even recall if I had any king crab this year. I don't think so. The Alaskan Opilio harvest has been dead the past 2 years. And yeah, there on the West Coast, Dungeness has been curtailed. Oh, I know. Crab is insane. I saw they had like a bunch of seafood at Costco, but I'm not into buying like pre-boiled seafood and then bringing it home. I'd rather just cook it myself. Okay, healthy peanut butter balls with chocolate. I'm gonna put my own spin on this. This is something that Sam's mom would actually make for us every Christmas and send to us in a little mail package, was these chocolate peanut butter balls, but she put Rice Krispies in them, which is like the original recipe. Just I found there was like way too much sugar and processed things in the original recipe, so I found this one. So we're just gonna switch out, I think, the coconut for Rice Krispies in this recipe because I really like the crunch and it kind of makes it a little bit lighter when you eat it. Hi, Valk, good to see you. Yeah, White Dove, oh my gosh, you don't have to do that. You don't have to. We can talk about it. We'll see. Okay, I'm scrolling down. It says they're gluten-free, grain-free, and they're sweetened with honey. Tastes like just like a peanut butter cup. They say with a hint of coconut, but I'm gonna put a little bit of crisp in there. Are they actually making Reese's Cup now with Rice Krispies in them? Or is that something different? Okay, I finally scrolled down. It says there's 7 ingredients only. That's nice. And you want to make sure there's room in your freezer for it to firm up in between the steps with a hint of Rice Krispies. Okay, I'm just gonna do, wait, a 1 times only makes 9 balls? That's not enough. 9 balls, what a funny amount. How many should we make? I'm just gonna go get the little scooper that we're gonna use. I'll show you what size we're gonna make. They're like, depending on the size of you, I guess, 1 to 2 bite size. Okay, 9 is not enough at all. But if I do it 3 times, we get like 27 to 30 balls. That's way better. That's way better. Reese's has cups with, oh yes, that's what it was. The puffs in them. Has anyone tried those? I'm weird about trying the Reese things because I find that a lot of the times they're just too sweet. Valk King Crab was at Costco for $6.50 a box. That's half of my rent payment. 9 balls, not enough in some instances, but way too many in others. A very uneven amount as well. Oh yes, and the big cup with the potato chippies in it. I'd probably try that one because I really love like sweet and salty flavors. Hi Dusty, welcome in. We're just going over the list today and getting started with some desserts first thing. Okay, so our peanut butter balls. Let's write that down. And these last in the freezer like a year. I'm not even exaggerating that. I'm also telling you from experience. It was a huge box. It is a really big box at the Costco. But like I said, like we have to like split that with people because where am I even gonna store? Like that box of crab won't even fit in my freezer. The big chip cups had no appeal to you. That's okay. We all like what we like. Okay, so instead of the shredded coconut, we're gonna switch it out for Rice Krispies, but we have coconut flour in these. I wasn't expecting that. Peanut butter, honey, vanilla, and then it's dark chocolate chips and like some butter mixed together to coat them. Riot Girl, hello. Dessert first is your favorite. That way if we mess it up, we'll still have time to fix it. It won't fit in your freezer either, right? Like even if I got a big chest deep freezer, or like not a big one, but like the little personal apartment size ones, the box wouldn't fit. I'm doing okay today. I was up early. Been like, I don't know, I'm getting these bursts of energy and then I feel tired. It's a funny kind of day. I don't know about you guys. Okay, so that, I think we do the mixture for the balls first. Start by mixing the filling until combined. Use a cookie scoop, put in the freezer for 15 minutes, and then we'll melt our chocolate so that we can coat them. And for sure, we'll sprinkle some flaky salt on them, and it's just 30 more minutes in the freezer and you're good to go. Should make a coconut cream pie to appease the coconut gods. I love coconut, so I would be okay with that. You just made them too, Valk. It's such like a Christmassy thing. I'm excited. Okay, so after that, we have our lamb, our rice, and then our spinach. I think we'll season the lamb a little bit ahead of time. I'll write down the list. I'll put lamb, season, and then obviously after we'll sear. There's a lot of lamb today, like more than enough for me. I think I'm making like 4 portions. So we'll probably finish it all in the oven. Valk, thank you very much. A year and a half now, subscribed, being part of the kitchen crew. I hope you and Alan are doing good. Okay, season, sear, and then roast, depending on how much you have. It's a very quick finish on the lamb in the oven. Once it's seared, it only takes around like 5 to 8 minutes to finish it. And I'll be cooking my lamb to around medium heat. Hi Scoots, how are you doing? Scoots, was it you that posted the cute pupper Christmas tree photo in Discord? Thank you. Okay, after our lamb is seasoned, we're gonna work on the rice pilaf. We have to make this mixture. I linked a recipe, but I'm not gonna follow it to a T. I have my own little version, but I thought that was like very similar to what I do if you guys want to make it at another time. So I do this mixture with onion, celery, carrot, and some like fresh thyme. And you just fry that up with some butter in a pan really quick until it's like cooked down. And then we're gonna mix that in with our rice in a pan and pour the water in, and it just gets finished baked in the oven for like 20 minutes. So we have 2 pans going in the oven to finish, and then we'll have our creamed spinach on the stove top. That way we don't overload the oven because I only have 2 racks to use. Okay, so I'll say our mirepoix. Pan. And cook. And the lamb and rice can cook at the same temperature, which is also really important. This is also a meal that we have made at camp before. And people just love it. I mean the protein and the starch we did, not the creamed spinach though, because I don't think anyone would go for that at camp. Okay, and then our spinach. There's a couple steps for this spinach because I'm using fresh, so we have to steam it, squeeze a lot of the excess liquid out, and then make our sauce and cream it from there. Yeah, a couple steps on stream today, but like nothing too difficult. It's just gonna take some time. Is it cold for Sam? Any more blizzards? It is cold up there today. He said it was minus 30 Celsius without any wind even. And yeah, they're down a bunch of people at camp, so he said it's been so easy. Yeah, minus 30 C, and we're at like, what, plus 2 Celsius today? There should be 2 feet of snow on the ground. Just gonna keep saying this. Yeah, that's cozy. Okay. Peanut butter balls. I'm gonna go get all the ingredients and then we'll whip these up, okay? Coconut flour, peanut butter, honey, vanilla. All of my favorite ingredients. Oh yeah, and the Rice Krispies, duh. Okay, now I kind of like cooled off the house and I'm a little bit chilled. Now I might have to close one of the windows. It's actually crispy rice, not Rice Krispies. They were on sale. They were on sale. Now I'm freezing myself out. I hate when you can't get like a good temperature in your house. And it's either like too cold or too hot. I hate that. Okay, let's get a bowl. It's supposed to rain there for the next couple days. Such a bummer. Yeah, we are not having a white Christmas by any means. And it's so funny for me because my parents are visiting from the island. They thought they would get a white Christmas. Not a thing. You had a first big rain of the season. 3.44 inches so far. That's quite a bit. Check it. You're like, you can keep that cold weather. Okay, so 1 cup of coconut flour. Let's see how difficult this is going to be to mix together. The island actually got snow and we didn't. What? That is wild. What is going on in the world? I mean, I was seeing a thing on Instagram. A lady was posting like her spring plants. Just want to even this out. There you go. Her spring plants are blooming. She's like, hello? What's going on here? That, what else? Little bit of vanilla, half a tablespoon. It's always so hard to open this. Ah. There we go. I'm just gonna drizzle it in. Give it a little swirl too, because the vanilla bean always sinks to the bottom. At least you were keeping track of the time, Titan. I appreciate that. How's it going? Welcome in. 6 tablespoons of honey? What a funny amount. Can we not just put it in one container? You guys know which container I'm getting. And then I'm gonna get a spoon while I'm over here. A spoon or two. Okay, also why I love this little push measuring cup, and it is like seen better days, obviously. Maybe I shouldn't put it in the dishwasher, but it has the milliliter measurement on the side. And we know that 1 tablespoon is 15 mils. So what, 6 tablespoons? Chad, what's 6 times 15? I like 120. So yeah, you just count the milliliters instead. 90, thank you. This is why we don't often math here. And yeah, we'll just push that in. If I can get it apart. Sometimes it really sticks together. You were working, Titan? Are you putting all your, what did you say, your lime into the garden? Guys, I can't get it. Help! Help! There's no one else here to even help. Hello? I've given up. I've literally given up. I can't. But there might be another measuring cup with a similar milliliter. Okay, so 1/3 of a cup is 80 mils. So we'll just make it heaping. I can't.
I'm not sure I understand.
I don't either. Thanks for the 100 biddies, Valk. Okay, that was for our honey. Anyone else find honey to be like a very addicting sort of substance? It's like the smell and the taste. Just can't get enough of it. You were spreading the lime in the garden. Also considering getting goats? So you were planning out a goat pen? Let's go. But wait, if you get goats, you might as well get sheep. If you don't like the honey spoon after, I mean, like, what's your problem? You love baby goats, but after they hit 6 months, they're annoying. Sounds a lot like human babies. Oh my god. Yeah, those darn kids. Okay, 1.5 cups of creamy natural peanut butter. Dun, 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 dun. No sugar or salt added. This looks pretty close to like 2 cups worth, so I'm just gonna stir this because there's a little oil slick on the top because it's natural. And sometimes the peanut butter really sticks to the bottom of the jar and separates. You gots to run to the store, Scooter? Okay. We'll be here. Yeah, that is like the worst case, right? Is there's hopefully a farm around that if you needed to get rid of them, you could do that. One cup. Done. Get another spoon. That is literally the only thing about natural peanut butter, the separation. And this stuff's not too bad though. Some of the other brands really have like a huge oil slick on it. Like sometimes when you're trying to stir it, the oil just like splashes everywhere. Okay, leave that there. We need half more. But yeah, the original recipe from Rice Krispies for this is like so much icing sugar and stuff inside of the peanut butter balls. So I wanted to make a healthier version because my dad's visiting and he has diabetes. As well, just that sugar amount is not good for us. If only we had a stream doggo that could help lick the peanut butter spoon off. One day we'll get back there, chat, don't worry. You'll lick the spoon? Thank you for your services. I don't even have a Samo here. You're very strongly thinking about getting a few cows to raise beef again instead of having to buy off another farmer. Now that is something I can get behind. I would love that if you did that. Also, I'd have to have some of that beef. Okay, what's next in here? This concoction. It's not looking like much yet. Okay, it's just the Rice Krispies now. And it's 3/4 of a cup only. Of the Krispies. Yes, buy the property and we'll just farm it together. You're literally telling an unemployed human to buy a property. If only it was that easy. I know, right? It's so hard to like decide what to do first. It's like, do you buy the property now just to have it before someone else takes all the land? Do you build the truck first? I don't know. Homesteaders are unemployed. I know, right? They have changed the plastic. Look at this plastic. You know how it's always like so weird and almost papery? They changed the plastic in the cereal box. Well, I tried to open it really nice and that didn't happen. So scissors it is. And then I'll probably like put this into a Cambro or something like that to store it. So I always find that cereal gets really dried out if you just leave it in the box like this. This is a half cup measure. Those are like really big Krispies. Oops. I did a whole cup. Oh well. half, and now they're going into the box. Those crazy Krispies. If only they like made cereal with a resealable bag. I know, crazy concept. Like so many other plastic bags now are resealable, but why not those ones? I always thought air was free until I bought a bag of potato chips. Okay, we're stirring it. I'm sus about the coconut flour in this, so we'll see how it goes. Might have to add a little bit more liquid just to counteract the Krispies, but honestly, so far so good. Like, it's surprising the Krispies don't get too smushed when you make these. Well, that was easy. Are you serious? Just making sure all the bottom is really well mixed. Perfect. That's seriously it? That's the easiest thing ever. Or yeah, that too. What is that stuff called? The little silica packets to keep the cereal fresher longer. Blondie, how are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna try this mix. See how it is before we start scooping it. It's good. It's not too sweet at all, which I really like. There's just like that little bit of sweetness that tastes really natural from the honey. The Krispies are good. The peanut flavor is really good. It is a little like thick and dense, but I kind of like that. So I think once we add the chocolate on, that's like really melt in your mouth. The contrast with the chocolate and then this is gonna be perfect. A desiccant packet. That's what it is. I will tell you, never eat that. Never eat that. You get really sick. Once upon a time, we made a smoothie when we were visiting my aunt, and Sam was there with me. And we didn't realize, or he didn't realize that he poured the packet in with the protein powder. It was that small. Blended it into the smoothie. Very ill after. So when they say don't ingest it, yeah, don't ingest it. Don't do it. And yeah, be very careful if you are using food ingredients that have that in it. Okay, we need a prepared sheet pan, just with some parchment paper, so this doesn't stick. And we'll scoop these. Parchment keeps like tearing so uneven. It's bugging me. I'm gonna wipe this scooper because I haven't used it in a hot minute. Okay, so who in chat has ever had chocolate peanut butter balls? I know a couple of you have already said. I know Valk even made them today already. So you just take this, smoosh it on the side until it's nice and compacted. Squeeze it out. You've had them too, Dust? Yeah, I'm gonna give these as well as the toffee that I made yesterday. And then the little like cherry coconut macaroons that we're making on Tuesday together. I'm gonna bring this to my bro's house. We're having some dinner together. on Boxing Day. So I thought I would make desserts because I'm like the cooker person. And like I say, I don't really buy presents for people. I'll just like make them stuff. Yeah, this could definitely be the crappy part. I was thinking like, okay, if people don't have this scoop, I guess you could do it by hand, just like roll the ball in your palms, but that would like take forever. So I'm very happy that I had this scoop. They're really handy. I mean, we used one to make our meatballs yesterday on stream. So we got options. I don't think this is nearly as sticky of a recipe compared to if we did the like Rice Krispie actual version from Kellogg's. You can put them a little bit closer together if you need to save room. And then later, we want to make sure that they're not touching when we put the chocolate on top. I think these would even be really good with white chocolate. You could do like some with the dark chocolate and some with white. Just keep in mind the ones with the white chocolate will be a lot sweeter. Lay it out on a plastic sheet, cut it, or sorry, freeze it and then cut it. Yes. Yeah, you could do it in like rounds. What's a whatchamacallit bar? We don't have that here. Like basically all these ingredients. So I would love that chocolate bar then. Hi Mish, welcome. How are you doing? You love them, Dusty? You're doing okay? What did you get up to today? You're ready for Christmas tomorrow? Yeah, I'm ready to like see my humans again. I'm ready to see humans that I know, not just like my internet humans. Whatchamacallit is a crispy rice peanut butter chocolate candy bar marketed in the US by the Hershey Company. I'd eat the heck out of that then. I've been loving these little like healthy chocolate bar desserts we've been making. And it has a thin layer of caramel too. Yum. That'd be up Samo's alley too then. What's everyone doing for Christmas? Are you guys going out? Are you guys having people over? You're going to your mom's? That's nice, Mishi. Have all of the yummy Christmassy treats together. Yes, yeah, the only thing about like chocolate bars nowadays is like the cheap sugar infused chocolate that they put on everything. Just makes it taste not good. So maybe it is worth it then for us to just make it ourselves. I'm starting to find this, honestly. If you get a hankering for something sweet, Make it yourself. It's honestly so much more rewarding. These aren't really sticky at all, even to the touch. I just gotta make some room. This is a good problem to have, though. Running out of room for the peanut butter balls. An identical candy bar in Canada is called Special Crisp. Special Crisp. Special Crisp. Have I had this? Special Crisp. I've had a Crispy Crunch. I've never even seen Special Crisp. Is that on the East Coast or something? You love a roasted ball? They were tasty yesterday. Felt so good after eating that meal. Okay, last scoop. The last scoop. We didn't count them. It said it would make 27. Did we get there? Special Crisp is not widely distributed in Canada, though. I'm just like evening up some of these. Have some bits hanging off just for when we go to dip them in the chocolate. But you don't have to go like too crazy with the shape. If you wanted to, you could for sure roll it in your palm and make it a lot smoother and round. But I like that these have like a nice flat surface to sit on. Okay, soak all this stuff that's coated in peanut butter. Oh, and I saved my chocolate melting container from yesterday's stream. I thought that it would be dumb to like wash the chocolate off if we're just gonna melt more chocolate today. So I just saved it with the spatula so that we can reuse it. That was so easy. Those look great. My nose is running, so I'm just gonna go blow my nose. Holy, we're running out of room in the freezer. Who's making all these treats? Okay, we got it. We fit it. Okay, BRB. Okay, the nose has been blown. Hi, Katniss. Welcome. Okay, so let's see how much chocolate we need to melt for this. Oh, I might make a little bit of a mess in the microwave. The horn has sounded. Which horn? Which horn could it be? So this is our container from yesterday. I think I just have to like chip off this edge or put it on a plate because when we melt the chocolate, it's going to probably make a mess. It'll melt down. Oh, the horn has sounded. My nose. Yeah, it's always funny like hearing someone blow their nose. I don't have a honker like that. Samo does though, and it's my favorite. It's like totally genetic, I would say, with like the sound of your nose being blown. You've got the sickness? No, Katniss. That's the worst timing ever. Okay, how much chocolate do we need? 3 cups? That is so much. 3 cups of chocolate? I think we'll go with like a 2.5 and then we can go from there. Still using up these crappy chocolate chips. They don't taste bad, they just look terrible. So we might as well use them up if it's already blooming. And an ear infection. Oh, that's like usually how I know I'm getting ill as well. Is my ears will like start to tingle. And then I'm like, oh my god, this is not good. Okay, and then just a little nubbin of butter in there. We can leave the chocolate chips behind us just in case we do need more, but I don't know if we will. And then all we do to like dip them, probably this fork will be really good, is you just take a fork, put your little peanut butter ball on it, and then just dunk it in the chocolate. I don't know if it'll be easier to get a shallower container for the chocolate once it's melted. Maybe this other container I have, we can transfer it into there. It'll be easier to dip. The other thing I was thinking for dipping is to take like a little skewer or a toothpick, but then you have to like take it off without messing up the chocolate. So I think this will work really good instead. And yeah, I don't think it'll take very long for that to firm up in the freezer. So I'm gonna work on melting this now. And away we go. Let's get our little butter nubbin. You were sick twice in 3 weeks? Holy. You guys, stay healthy. Take care of yourselves. What? Bonk, thank you. Even the alerts don't work? That is so sad. Thank you, Bonk, gifting the sub to Katniss Ross. Welcome back to the crew, Kat. I wish I could be there to help mend ya better. I'd make you my famous tea. Okay, we're going in 30-second increments. Don't want to burn the chocolate, it's really important. Get in here, we're cooking it up. Everyone have a sip of water real quick. What's my famous tea? Fresh ginger, lemon. If you have mint, use that. I'll like boil the ginger and lemon and turmeric in a pot for like a good half an hour. Like actually boil it. So like the lemon and the ginger just falls apart. And then once that is boiled with the turmeric, I will add cinnamon in after it's come off of the heat. Either like ground cinnamon or just a couple cinnamon sticks. And then as it cools, I'll just like sweeten it with honey. I'll just whisk in some honey until it doesn't taste too sour. And that is something I call an elixir. And I'll always make like probably 12 liters when I get to work or when I was working. I'd make that every rotation for the staff. And like every time someone was ill, I'd give it to them and like they got obsessed with it. It's totally an elixir, yeah. It's so good though, you guys. This is almost there. Thank you, Valk, for the 200 bitlies. And yeah, if there's never any of it made in the fridge, I'll be like instantly asked, can you make some tea? It's like, okay, I have to do like the other part of my job first. You don't like ginger? That is like one thing when you are not feeling good, you need it. Even if you don't like it. It'll save your life. And I will say this elixir, also very good iced. We would have it on ice in the summertime because it was just so hot. So good to use over ice. I am using fresh ginger root and I won't peel it. I'll just like slice it really, really thin. Fresh ginger, fresh lemon. You don't peel the lemon. You leave the whole rind on, everything. We even needed to go a bit longer. Well, now we know. Oh, and the one other thing, if you guys make this elixir at home, just be aware that turmeric will literally stain everything. Nice. As long as you got like some sort of like healthy, powerful juice, I think that's all that matters. Now I want to make that for myself. I actually think I have everything in the fridge for it. Oh, also, sitting here beside me, since some of you weren't here yesterday, 'tis the season. If you can get your hands on them, Meyer lemons. A cross between a lemon and a mandarin orange. I have to figure out what I want to do with these. I was thinking like a lemon bar or something. They're so nice. I got so excited. There's just one in there that's rotten. I have to pick it out. Of course they would, right? Okay, the chocolate is nice and smooth now. So I'm gonna work on just putting it in this other container that's shallower so it's easier for us to dip it. I love Meyer lemons. Like to make a cocktail with the Meyer lemon juice is usually something I try to do as well. And like they're only around for usually a month or two. It's broken, Frank. It's still broken. I'm gonna unlink it today after stream and see if that fixes it. Do like a little refresh on my end. And then if that honestly doesn't fix it, then I will definitely be emailing Stream Elements. So much chocolate. I might have to microwave it one more time now that we popped it in here. It just cooled off a little bit, but let's see. Okay. Chocolate everywhere. Thanks, Bonk. Is Stream Elements being a turd? Yep. For like what? The past month, we can say? Okay, that's still pretty molten liquid. I think that'll be good still. The peanut butter balls. You got 2 lemons this year from like a lemon tree that you have, Ruru? Probably get 12 to 20 next year though. That's exciting. Okay, how should we do this? One at a time? Just do that. And then I was thinking just like roll it around. Looks like it's gonna make a really thick coating though. So I don't know if we have to go hotter even on the chocolate. Because it kind of tore the ball apart. Yeah, those are nice and chilled. Okay, one sec. One sec. This is definitely a reason why I'll never become a chocolatier. Because working with chocolate is seriously so finicky. Oh, you have a Meyer lemon tree even. Okay, that's even like more exciting. Do like 20 seconds only. And they will look like pretty rustic like that. It's not gonna be like a perfect, like smooth, rounded shell. Right, Gabe? And like, it's really easy to get frustrated with chocolate too. Okay, that feels better. It's got like that sheen that we're looking for. But then we can also say like you can overheat chocolate and it'll go like rock hard. So don't do that either. The only other thing I was thinking of is just like spooning the chocolate over the top. But then you don't have the underneath coated. So I don't know what I want to do yet. I haven't made any peppermint bark, and full regret, thank you very much for the raid. Probably would have to ganache it, yes, to make it look really smooth. And then that is even more finicky to work with once you make the ganache. Okay, we're gonna try a couple different things just to see what works the best. Okay, that actually looks cute like a Santa hat, but it didn't work. So that's a no-no. Back to the fork. Just give it a little shake. And don't do that. These will have some nice little like chocolate feeties though, once that hardens. The other thing we can also like talk about is putting the chocolate on something cold. It almost like instantly hardens. So you do have to work pretty fast. But we can always reheat the chocolate slowly if it does harden before we're done. Full regret raid, welcome in. How are you doing? You put sprinklers on top? I never put sprinklers on top. I think on half of them we'll do some sea salt at the end. And then we'll use the other half just plain. Hey, this is going good, guys. Going really good. Honestly thought I would be more annoyed at this step, but I'm not. If I do that on this side with the fork. Yes. Yes. Shaved coconut, yes. Yeah, the recipe, we switched out coconut for Rice Krispies in the recipe. But I'm also making another coconut dessert, so I didn't want to have 2 coconut flavored desserts. That's what we're gonna do, Bonk. Yeah, we'll do it on the last half. The salt. Are the balls getting a little bit warm? Getting a little bit more difficult to work with. And as the chocolate cools. Just shake it. There we go. We're getting a system. Dust! Dust! You're unreal, dude. Thank you so much. Chat, we just had our first Christmas box sold. Thank you, Dust. $100 donation. Dusty gets homemade cake Christmas cookies sent to him in the new year. Thank you so much, dude. I'm so excited to send this to you again. And yeah, you've gotten boxes from me in the past, Dust, Obviously you were happy with them, otherwise you wouldn't be getting another one. What's like, from the past things I've sent you from the snack boxes, like what's been one of your favorite things you've had from me? Mary Kateness, friends. Mary Kateness. The cookies were good. And yeah, I switched up the types of cookies a little bit this year too. Thought that would be fun. So thank you very much, Dusty. You love the cheesies? Okay, I'm gonna sneak a couple bags into your cookie box then. Even though they weren't supposed to be part of it. Since you were the first one. That's what you get. Whoa. Did they just drop a bomb upstairs? What is going on? These are the type of desserts you really just have to like zone into. Also fun to like make with other people though. It's nice to have a helper. The cheesies were intense, Bonk. They go great with beer though, yes. I do find that the Hawkins cheesies, they gotten a little bit more salty over the years. $100, you get cake cookies. Here, we'll go back to this for a sec. It's also posted in Discord. And then if you don't want to spend the 100, for 80 bucks you can get a Canadian snack box. Okay, you know we're getting to the end when there's less and less chocolate to use. Is this gonna make our life a little difficult? Maybe. Mish! I'm covering the alert box. Oh gosh, what? Mishi, thank you. Okay, I don't know if my cookies have made it that far before, but I'm so excited to get them over there. I know like how to ship homemade goods internationally so that they don't get like checked through customs, so I'm not really worried about them making their way to you. Vacuum sealer, yes, definitely. That is how I packed them all last year to Reno. Vacuum sealed all the different cookie varieties together so they stayed fresh. And that way you could just like open them and indulge as you wanted. They won't all go stale at once. Just gonna microwave the chocolate again. It's getting a little bit too firm to use, but we're almost halfway anyways. Shipped him to Oak Oak at Lawrence and have him hand carry them over the pond, yes. Okay, I'll get the Maldon salt while we're waiting. I usually try to have things under control, Mish. But you never know. You never know. Nice. We got the sheen back, baby. Let's keep going. Trying to make a pile that's easy to work with. The peanut butter mixture is also getting a little bit soft as these sit out too. So if you find it's too hard to work with, just pop them back in the freezer for a couple moments. You have smoked Maldon salt? I have seen that variety. I don't love the taste of smoked salts. I don't know why. But I've always been like so weird about that flavor. But you love it? Weekly stream groceries is like over. We crushed that goal. Ah, I touched it. Ooh, that would actually be really good. I bet it would meld nicely with the flavors, smoked salt on chili. Okay, I think we'll start sprinkling our salt as we finish these. Whoa, that was such a nice big flake. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Torino. Oh, shit. Your unhinged stories are my favorite, just so you know. Yeah, intense. No, that's camping. I'll see myself out. Don't go that way, it's the other way. It keeps trying to flip and roll over. Shake it. Shake, shake it. This is your favorite kind of thing, Michael? That your mom makes for Christmas? Oh, it's getting really sticky now. It's getting really sticky. That's why you put the brand before saying that, Gabe. Hilarious. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. I think we'll have maybe the perfect amount of chocolate. It's hard to tell. Oh no, I forgot to salt the last one I did. Yeah, so I made these actually like healthier, Torino. There's only a little bit of honey in the peanut butter mixture because I want to give it to my dad because he also has diabetes, so that he can also have like a little treat, because so much of the other like Christmas things are just loaded with sugar and bad things for him. So yeah, just a little note to not forget about those people with dietary restrictions during this time of year. Oh no, I stabbed it. It is getting soft. Food poisoning? Yeah, sugar poisoning, more like it. Buckeyes are so good but so rich. What are those? I don't know what that is. And then a little American dessert. Make bourbon balls, add the screwball peanut butter with... Wait, what? Whiskey into the mix? Whoa. That does sound very intense as well. That's what I'm making right now, basically. People will, what? F up their Christmas ducks? But why are they doing that to the ducks? Leave the duck alone. My gosh, we're gonna need like the smallest amount of chocolate, I think. Let's see. Use the spatula. Maybe not, honestly. They want to eat the duck, so they F it up? Okay, that's probably something I would do too then. You hate the smell of duck? Wait, what? You don't like eating duck? Or just the smell of them in the wild? We're getting messy, but it's fun. Don't mind the taste, but the smell of it being cooked is nasty. I was gonna ask, like, you guys eat wild duck, or do you eat duck that is raised for meat? Because I'm sure like a wild duck smells a lot different than one that's been raised to be eaten. Because they like eat different things, right? This is getting so messy, but I love it. I'm just committing. Honestly, I hate this feeling of having stuff on my fingers, but I'm just committing for these last couple. We're so close. Might do one little small stint in the microwave just to finish this. Help! Help! Okay, first we gotta sprinkle our salt too. And you're still not a fan, Torino? You've tried both kinds of duck. Duck is like one, if you've never had it cooked, right? You'll never enjoy it. But it is also one of my favorite proteins to like show people that it can also be delicious. Just need some extra love. A 12-year-old crusty pirate. Thank you, Valk. Yeah, we're almost there. Okay. Let's work some magic here with our spatula. We just need enough chocolate for the last 3. I'd like to see a chocolatier working. And like, how do they stay clean? How do they stay clean? This like so far has been impossible to not get it literally everywhere. It's even on the salt box now. Help! One of the streams randomly moved my cutting boards on the fridge around to spell tea and see if anyone notices it. I can't move them. They're like screwed onto that little decoration thing, but that would actually be hilarious. Or 8. Yeah, I'll still be fine in chocolate 2 months from now. You're not wrong. Holy heck. Are we gonna have like just enough? This is really like pushing the limit here. I'm doing this one upside down because that's just the way it's gonna have to go. That can be a chef snack. We're not giving up. We gotta finish the last one. Holy shoot. So if you want to have a fun, messy dessert morning, there it is. Okay, I gotta wash my hands before I sprinkle the salt. Otherwise, we'll have a box of chocolate flavored salt. Where's Samo? He's at work. I don't know why he's not in chat today. He's not in his truck today because they're up on water already, so he's like helping out doing other things around camp. He's being a gopher, if you will. He's back again. Yeah, he was only off for 2 weeks because he did an extra week. So then you have less time off at home, right? Sammy has an OF. We should start one, honestly. He wants me to start one, but I think he should actually be the one to start it. Okay, friends, we did it. We did it. Chocolate peanut butter balls. One of the hardest things on stream. Done. None of the commands are working. Someone just fire stream elements. Oh no. Don't do that. Okay, friends, we did it. Look at that goodness. Into the freezer. So they can firm up, and then we'll take a peek at them later. Where's the best place to fit this? I think over here. Chillin'. Yeah, stream elements, you're fired. Okay, first thing on the list complete. Just gonna put some of these extra ingredients away, and then the lamb's coming out. Time to season up some lamb. Yum. It was 20 bucks. And then I think, what, each pack was like $6 off or something? It was so inexpensive, Torino, so we bought 2 packs. You had ramen yesterday? What kind? Because there's like different kinds of ramen. I love me a tonkatsu. Like beef? Hello, Merrick. Welcome. How are you? It's good to see you. I've never had a beef ramen. Should grow some mint. By the time the mint's grown, you'll have enough money to buy the lamb. There you go. So yeah, there is what? 2, 4, 6, 8 chops in here from what I can tell. So 8 chops. Okay, sorry, it was $24 on this. So we paid $18 for 8 lamb chops. I mean, just to get a lamb dish in a restaurant, you're at $30 already for like what, 2, maybe 3 pieces of this. It was very good, Mishi. Now I want ramen. Okay, so we're gonna season this up. And I usually make like a spice mixture for it to sprinkle over. So stuff like obviously salt and pepper is the base of the seasoning for this. And then a lot of times I'll do granulated garlic, rosemary, either fresh or dried, and I think coriander. So garlic, rosemary, coriander. So good on lamb. And then we have our Marsala wine, which we're gonna deglaze the pan with to make a little bit of a jus or sauce. That is it, guys. Okay, let me go get some of the seasonings and we'll make up a little rub. A rub of sort. I think we have to use fresh rosemary, so we'll chop a little bit up. I think we'll just season these, just pop them in a pan or something. I just like to season them ahead of time so they absorb some of the flavors. You tried to get mint to take over a raised bed, and it didn't do it? That is really surprising. Because mint is, yeah, usually so invasive, like they're saying. Only ever had lamb in a curry with mint chutney. Was way better than the goat one you had, though. Yeah, lamb can really hold up to those stronger flavors. These are huge. Like, actually massive chops. Probably like double the size of what I'm used to getting like at work. There's also like a lot of purge on it. I might honestly rinse it. Like, it's really bloody. And I want the seasoning to stick a little bit better. Okay, I'm just gonna use a clean towel to pat those dry. Because if we rinse it, like, we're just gonna add more water. And I will say, like, I love lamb loin better than these style of chops. But the loin can really be so expensive. And, like, this is still really delicious marbled meat. It's just cut a little bit different. Okay, that should go better. We also don't want like too much extra moisture when we go to sear it, because it'll splash up so much in the pan and you could get hurt. It could burn you. If you don't like lamb, what can you use instead? You could just use beef if you want. Or if you do like other game meats, venison is quite nice. I'm just rinsing out that cloth that was bloody. Yeah, not a bad thickness at all. Those should cook up really nice. And yeah, they look really marbled, so they shouldn't get too dry. A moose steak? I was gonna say, like, there's other game meats too, but they're just not quite as popular. I've never had moose. I really want to try it though. one of these days. Get like a little bowl to mix this rub up in really quick. I'm gonna try to not have too much extra seasoning. Moose is very lean. Yeah, most game meats are very lean. And like that also, we can talk about like the fattiness of lamb. A lot of that strong lamb, like gamey flavor comes from the fat. So the more fat you trim off of your lamb, the less like lamby it'll taste. Cook it up with bacon or pork fat. Yum. So this is granulated garlic. I go pretty heavy on that one. Coriander. And then we'll just chop up a little bit of fresh rosemary. Coriander. It didn't fit. Okay, that sprig is gone. That sprig has seen better days. Yes, yeah, that's what I would do for Zach on the island when it was venison season. I'd make him sausages and burgers, and then grind in pork belly for it, so it wasn't too lean. Hi, Bad Rhymer. Merry Christmas to you as well. I hope you're doing okay. Give this a nice fine chop so you can really distribute it on all of the chops. Chop it for the chops. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, meat in tube form. Anytime there's ground meats, right? There's so many options. There we go. So we don't just want to taste rosemary, we want to taste the other herbs and spices too. R.I.P. Tony. Literally the one chef that I wanted to meet in my life. Just the one. It'll never happen. Stir it up. Such a cute little bowl. Mmm. It honestly smells good already. You have so much time, it's not even funny. You should like start drying your spices and like selling them in your community or something. Make a lot of money off of that. Okay, so we're gonna sprinkle every chop now. Pretty heavily. Because there's more things than just salt in here, right? And then when we go to sear this, maybe I'll go a little bit out so it doesn't go blurry. When we go to sear this, we'll season the other side once this is flipped over in the pan. Yeah, we're talking about Anthony Bourdain. Your window herb garden is overflowing with rosemary. This is like a pretty rosemary heavy season though of cooking too, we can say. So that's a good thing to have. Also really nice to like give fresh herbs that you grow as like gifts, right? It's not overrated. If anything, like homemade gifts are underrated. Okay, that's looking really good. So like a layer of seasoning where you can barely even see the meat underneath after. And so those will just sit with the seasoning until we go to cook them, which shouldn't be too long from now. Next up, we're gonna work on our rice pilaf. So we're gonna start by prepping a little bit of vegetables for it, a mirepoix. So that's carrots, onion, and celery. And then we're just gonna cook that with butter and a little bit of fresh thyme as well. And that gets mixed into the rice and then baked in the oven. I'm just bringing some things back and then I'll grab an onion on the way. This is seriously my favorite rice ever. Rosemary and sage, 2 forgotten herbs. They're not used that much. Hey, Mr. Redbeard. Yes, happy Catemas to you. So I'm thinking, honestly, like 1 celery stalk. I should have just bought 1 stalk of celery. But I think we'll make soup next week or something. Thank you, my friend. Subscribing with Prime Gaming. I know you only get 1 per month, so thank you for using it here. 10 months in a row. On this day, baby Redbeard was born. Really? Happy birthday to the baby Redbeard. So cute. How many years now? 3? These carrots are funny, but that's okay. We still love them anyways. Two only? Okay, I got ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Just grabbing a veggie peeler. But she acts 30. Sounds like me when I was young. I will tell you, you're in for some fun. And you built another custom smoker? Sweet. Got a competition drum smoker put together. And you're burning in it right now? Are you cooking something in it? Or are you just like doing a burn? That is good. And actually, I'm gonna leave the tip on the carrot. I'm just gonna cut off this gross looking part. So I can hold on to this. Because we're gonna grate the carrot with a box grater. Instead of cutting it, because that's easier. Just burning in it, oiling it up. Love it, dude. Okay, next we'll trim this celery and give it a wash. And then our onion. So the celery and the onion we're gonna dice nice and fine. Just go grab a container for all this stuff. Is everyone just having a nice chill day today before all the crazy festivities start? That's kind of what I'm doing today. Having like a nice me day. I honestly like can't believe tomorrow's Christmas Eve. It's a really weird feeling. Any tips on spatchcocking and smoking a turkey? Be your second time around doing it. Went low and slow. Last time it was good, but the skin was tough. Honestly, like every time I've made a smoked turkey, the skin gets tough. So I don't know if that's just a thing that happens. Maybe we have to like baste the skin as it's smoking more. But I think it's just the way that the fat renders out underneath the turkey skin, and like the turkey skin is a lot thicker than chicken skin, so it gets kind of like leathery and hard. So maybe try basting it, but I think we usually smoke ours around, yeah, 275 to 300. Not that long. It doesn't take very long either, like around 2 hours, and then you're good to go. I know this is gonna be such a hectic Christmas for me. I was thinking like last year I was up at work, so I didn't really have to do much at all, right? Just cook for other people. I'll cut back through this way. I'm gonna leave that root. You made onion skin tea the other night. It was interesting. Did it taste like kind of sweet from the onion? Sometimes that happens. Nice. The alerts are working. Thank you to Reno subscribing tier 1 for 43 months in a row, my fellow Canadian. Appreciate you. And the awesome crazy uncle vibes you bring to stream. It wouldn't be the same. What? You went to the bottle depot just so you could sub to me? You're the best. That is honestly something I would do too. Okay, catching up with Redbeard. Found if you went 225 with the chicken thighs, it's rubbery. If you did 275 plus, it's better. Yeah, right? I would do that. Such a Canadian thing, honestly. It's like, why is that one of my favorite things to do? Go to the bottle depot? I only ever go with like one small garbage bag too, so it's like, what, $4? Just leave feeling so proud. Okay, so all of this is gonna get cooked together. Go like cut this into 3 so it's easier to work with. Yeah, that too. Oh my gosh, thanks for the reminder. The amount of bottle drives I did when I played soccer growing up. That, or I was always in Girl Guide, so I was like selling cookies. It never ended, honestly. Rest as a child? Never. I know, right? It's like you look at the $4 in your hand, you're like, that's all I got. You're like, I spent more gas just to drive to the bottle depot. Okay, get the box grater. That's right. All those early, like, weekends. But, like, also shout out to our parents that, like, brought us everywhere to do these things too, right? So as much as, like, we also never rested, they didn't either. I do have a knife sharpener. It is actually like a knife jig, it's called. And it works so good. Let me see what because I have a command with the link. I will link it for you in chat. Is it this one? Yes. Oh, wait. The command won't work, so I gotta copy past it really quick. But yeah, I got it on sale like around this time of year. And yeah, the other part of this sharpener is called a Sammy. It's true. But that is it, and it honestly works so good. And if you want to know how to use it, we have some like past Twitch VODs or even a YouTube video on my channel of how to use it. You just have to search it. Sambo is the best. Life is never the same without him around. Anyone in here ever had rice pilaf before? You're very welcome, friend. Okay, that's good. This is how I usually get my box grater thing. You've had the box one. Is that the Uncle Ben's one you're talking about? So we would also serve that like Uncle Ben's wild rice blend at work. And like that was the rice everyone loved the most, which was so shocking to me. Like all the wild rice in there. They'd go nuts with it. And honestly, that box of rice is so good with lamb. That's what we would do. It was either that rice box, or if we didn't have it, I'd make this instead. If I had time, right? Because this is a little bit more labor intensive. Not the Uncle Ben's brand, but it's in the white box. I like how we still say Uncle Ben's. Because it's always going to be Uncle Ben's. I don't care. I mean, either or, bonk. But yeah, this is a very traditional rice pilaf. Near East brand. I've had good experiences with those boxed rices. They're not usually too salty. I wouldn't make them all the time, but just to like have something different, sure, why not, right? Okay, just a little bit of fresh herbs. But we're not gonna put the thyme in with this. We just put the thyme in at the end to infuse some flavor. And actually, I'm just gonna go take a really quick bathroom break here. I'll be right back. Hello? Hello. Nice, thank you for posting that in Discord. Okay, we got rid of the liquid, now we gotta add it back in. Water is life. We will pick all of this. I think thyme is my favorite herb. I don't know about you guys, but it's just so versatile. It's like seriously the one herb I always have fresh in the house. Maybe because it goes with so many things. Goes with any meats. It even goes with fish. Maybe not seafood, like any vegetable for sure. Okay, so we're gonna cook this with some butter, and then I'm also gonna set up a little steaming pot on the stovetop for our spinach. Like we're almost, it seems like we haven't done much cooking yet and like we're behind, but we're actually almost done. Like the rice will take about 20 to 25 minutes in the oven while we work on the lamb and bring the creamed spinach together. That's it. So easy. Just keep picking. It doesn't, Katniss. I keep thinking that. It's like, I'll get excited that it's Christmas. And then later on, it'll be like, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. I don't know. It's so different. Maybe because every time I look outside, it's just like everything is brown and green. It's not white. There's no snow. It'll probably feel more like Christmas when I see my family tomorrow, right? The only thing that's missing is Samo. So I won't even get my present that I really wanted, but that's okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one feeling it. Like, I'll seriously get so excited and be like, oh, it's Christmas. And then I'll be like, oh, I don't know though. That's why I've been like trying to get into the more Christmas spirit by like making all these little desserts and treats. Even some like other years though, when I was young, I've felt like this before too though. Okay, we're just gonna reuse this to transfer the thyme into the pan. I didn't want to use another container. Okay, now let's wipe this. Nice work, yet it is. The cookie dough's finished. Crushed. You don't realize how much of a damper it puts on things, hey? When there's no snow around. Get a little frying pan. Should I just reuse the same pan for the lamb? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Do like a medium high heat, and then I'll just pop a nub of butter in there. Like, don't be scared on the butter, don't skimp. Because the butter also helps to like moisten the rice when it cooks, so I'll do a good amount like that. Dude, literally on my walk yesterday, just walking by houses, their full lawn is green still. It's like, what? What is going on? So nuts. Okay, we will want like a little spoon or something to mix this up as it's cooking. And then, yeah, while we're waiting, let us get a water pot on. There it is. There's the melting action. Have you guys seen online, like, people are making pancakes right now? And then putting, like, a butter snowman on top. And he just, like, slides off of the pancake. I don't know why that's so satisfying. I'm not making a massive steamer. Yeah, the whipped butter stuff. Oh yes, that's right. You are a TikToker. Just like Samo. Turn on this pot. Get my steaming insert. So whenever we're steaming stuff, actually, let me see if I put too much water. No. So we just want to be sure that when we set this up, the water is not touching or coming up through the holes in the steamer, that's all. Go over a little bit more. Then we'll pop a lid on that. Keep all the heat in. Nice. That's melting. We're cooking. Hit whipped honey butter. And yeah, I have whipped peanut butter. It happens. It works. It goes like so light. Aerated. Albert never wears clothes. So yes, this is accurate. Okay, just crossing off the list. Rice pilaf. Ready? I think it's time. Will definitely take a couple moments to cook all that. Oh, it's terribly unbalanced. I'm pretty sure, Bonk, like if you're looking at the stovetop just straight on, like I'm standing here looking at it, the stovetop is literally like this. I don't know if someone like sat on it or kids were standing on it. I don't know. But yeah, the whole thing is just like imploded. Thank you, Michael. You have to have some water too. So I gotta start an OnlyFans where we just like whip stuff up. Definitely add some salt and pepper during this time of the veggies cooking. It'll help the moisture cook out faster. And then while we're waiting on this, we can get our rice into the pan. I think just to like buff out this pan, I'll make 2 cups of rice. Since it's my favorite, I'm not worried about having to eat it all. So let's do this view for now. I'm gonna use a jasmine rice. So then we'll need 4 cups of liquid to go in here. It's always a 2-to-1 ratio. Okay, now I honestly want to start that OnlyFans. Oh, food being whipped with a whip? Oh my gosh. Okay, Dust, enjoy your walk. I still gotta do that today too. This is a rare occurrence where I don't toast the rice on stream. It feels kind of weird, honestly. You just even that out like that. And then I think we have enough butter in the pan that I don't need more in here. But if you find that there's not very much fat in the veggies, you can add like a couple nubs of butter just into here. And then we just need a sheet of foil torn so the rice can steam in the oven. So we'll get that ready. And then I think I'll come over and we'll start working on the spinach. This is the Samo rice technique. And he was actually taught this technique by someone else that he worked up at camp with. And I honestly love working with people like that will like share their little tips and tricks if they see you struggling. And I'll do the same for people until they show me that they don't care anymore. This is looking and smelling so good. And then it like, as this cooks, the carrots will yield like this beautiful orange color into the butter. And it just looks so good when it comes out of the oven later. It's just like golden and glowing. What if I want to come closer? You're like really high up today too with the gimbal. There. That makes me feel better. I don't know why. That is ready. I'm gonna pick through the spinach right now. I know there's a couple not so nice leaves in there. Yeah, there's a couple slimy ones. And I don't even know if I'll use all of this. Let's just get a bowl to put the nice leaves into. Gross. No slimy leaves allowed. And that's exactly why I am cooking this today. Because I knew that it wasn't like perfect anymore. Yuck. I'm gonna come over and stir the veggies in a second. I can hear the sizzle. It means it's almost time. We're just gonna cook this until the onions are translucent. You don't need to get it golden brown or anything like that. You can if you want, but it's not necessary. That's not so bad. It seems like just that like top area that I grabbed from was really bad. I'm just gonna use some water bonk for the rice. I find that we have enough flavoring infused by putting the veggies in like this that we don't need to use a stock or a broth. But by all means, if you have one, you can use it. Just be aware that you don't make it too salty by like over salting the veggies and then using stock. And then it looks like our steamer's up too, so that's lovely. And ouch, it is really hot. Don't touch the sides of the pot. It's hot. This is almost there. Almost time for the time. I found the other bad handful in the bag. Hello? Maybe we will use the whole bag of spinach up. I'm getting rid of this gross pile. I can't believe how bad it went. I just checked it, honestly, yesterday. Before I went shopping for groceries, and there was like a couple pieces were like a little bit slimy. Me oh my. Okay, it's starting to brown a little bit now. So it is time to add our herb in. Fresh chopped thyme. Yes, that is a good one, Niche. Spinach in the quiche. Great way to use it up. And for healthy bits too. This is a lot of pilaf, but I'm gonna use it all. I don't care. I'll just make it so yummy. I'm gonna turn that off. Come over here for a sec. It seems like a pretty simple process, Bonk. We're just gonna steam the spinach, squeeze it out, and then we make a simple sauce just in a pan and add the spinach to it, I believe. I usually just like kind of spread it out. Is really heavy. Let's just hold on to that spoon. Why not? Okay, that is it. Leftover pilaf is very good, yes. So we're not quite ready to pop this in the oven yet, but when it comes time, we're gonna add 4 cups of water to it, and it takes about 20 minutes at 375 Fahrenheit. You can just pop that by the lamb for now while we finish the spinach. gonna turn the steamer down a bit too. Okay. A little bit more picking to go, but not much. It's honestly my least favorite job. Someone's gotta do it. There's just like weird piles where there's just like leaves that are bad, and then the rest of it's like perfect still. I swear they do it on purpose. Just like how there's one rotten lemon in the Meyer lemons already, but the rest of them are perfect. Because like if food doesn't go bad, then you don't have to buy it again, right? You don't have to buy it as soon. You just made next month's meal plan? I love that, Mish. Plan for the whole month. And the new year. We're almost there. How many balls are in your plan? How many balls are included in your plan? Yeah, you don't always stick to the meal plan religiously, but it's nice to have like all the ideas written out. Because then you're not stuck every single week trying to think of it. You already did all the hard work just once. Three balls next month. Different ones, hopefully. Because we know this is gonna steam down to nothing, right? Torino like has all the pro tips for OnlyFans. Okay, let's go to the steamer. It's time. This is literally gonna take like 2 seconds. I think we'll just pop the spinach back into this bowl to cool. Or we could even just take the steamer basket off and pop it on here to cool. And then we'll probably have to like chop it up a little bit. So I always find spinach gets a little bit stringy when you cook it. I turned down the steamer a bit. Let's just crank this. Back up. And then honestly, guys, I think I'm gonna turn on the oven so it can start to preheat. Get that baby going. And then let us reference the recipe for the creamed spinach. Hi, Cookie, welcome back. How was your drive? How was your drive to the country? Okay, so this is how we make the creamed spinach. Butter, I'm gonna do onion, garlic, and then some cream, and then just salt and pepper, a little bit of nutmeg, some cheese. We have to shred some Gouda. They use Parm. I'm gonna use the aged Gouda. And then just our spinach. So yeah, you just quickly make the sauce in the pan with all the other ingredients. It was a beautiful drive, old stone country homes with all of the horses and open fields. That sounds really lovely. Okay, we're putting it all in at once. It'll probably take a couple moments for this to steam down. If you wanted to do an easier way, you could just use some frozen spinach and then hold on to this bowl. It's literally so broken. I'm going to unlink it from my Twitch today after stream and then relink it and see if that helps at all. We might have to like stir this spinach around. Just gonna grab like a pair of tongs or something. We said so many bad things about Stream Elements over the last month that it just doesn't even exist here now. How about Nightbot? Maybe I'll switch. Maybe I'll switch. Okay, chat, it's working. Put that lid back on. Did I lose a piece of spinach? No. I'm grabbing another onion for our sauce. Actually, so much like cooking processes today. Who planned this menu? Oh wait, it was me. Just gonna put this bowl on there. Give it another little mix. Seems like it's almost done though. Literally cooked to nothing. I'm just getting my onion halved. So we're just gonna use half of the onion for the creamed spinach. Preparing. I think the spinach is done. Off. Lid off. Is this really hot? It's pretty dang hot. Should use a towel. We're gonna just take the steamer basket out, pop it into the metal bowl from before, switch this over off of the burner. It has no spirit at all. Yeah. Just honestly cooks to nothing. So we're just gonna let that cool a bit. And then I'll just give it a little chop before we put it into the sauce. So we're gonna finely dice this onion for the sauce. Just a simple cream sauce is all we need to make. We'll probably add a little bit of white wine because I have it. Should I put it in here? What was this even for? I don't even know. Wait, that's what I'm gonna do. So the pan that we used for the pilaf, I'm just gonna scrape a little bit more of this out, and I'm just gonna reuse this to make the sauce for the spinach. Just take some of that carrot bits out. I really like to save dishes as much as possible. Like, the worst part of cooking is the cleanup. Nice. Okay, so we start with butter in that pan too. More butter. I'm glad I bought 2 pounds yesterday. That is like quite a bit. I'll go a little bit less. A couple tablespoons for sure though. Suppose I'll just move this back. And then I think I'll get rid of this water pot and we'll get another pan starting to heat up for us to sear the lamb. Oh, and actually, I'm gonna refill that pot with water because for the pilaf, we need the water to be boiling. Nice, Michaela. Gave your hubby a haircut. Cut off 6 inches of hair. Nice. I do the same thing for Samo too. I am his hair cutter as well. And his hair is curly? Yeah, same with Sam's. It's like so thick and curly. Shall we just slice a couple garlic cloves? Or mince, up to you. Just gonna rinse the carrots off of here so you can use the spoon as well. There we are. Hello, wine. It's seriously my favorite rice ever. I just like randomly made it at work one day. And now I'm obsessed with it. I just have a couple garlic cloves that we are gonna slice and put into there with the onion. Oh, Lord. That garlic clove has seen much better days. I'll just grab another one. Sad looking garlic clove. Yeah, elephant garlic is really nice variety of garlic to use. It's really strong, so you don't have to use a lot at all. And like, yes, it's pretty expensive, but like I said, you don't have to use a lot. So it actually goes like a pretty long way. Have you ever used elephant garlic? Like, it has such good garlic flavor. The butter still took on like some of that orange color from the carrots. Just the residual bits in the pan. You've never heard of elephant garlic? I was able to have access to it on Vancouver Island. Because like a lot of the grocery stores there carry farm produce, which I loved. Or I even just got it from an organic farm. Elephant garlic and mammoth basil. Now that's a combo. Okay, I'm popping the garlic in there. You used it one time, Michaela, cut it into chips and fried it in oil. Yes, was it so good? Stir it up. I just keep it commingled in like this area of the pan. Because yeah, the top of the pan doesn't really cook even because my stovetop is so slanted. I don't know, we'd have to like hammer it back out or something. It's literally ruined. So I'm just gonna start heating the pan up for the lamb. Because it takes a bit to heat up cast iron on this stove. And then we'll switch it out with either this pan or this pot. Whichever one comes first. So that we can sear it together. Little bit of oil in there to start, but nothing too crazy. Okay, I see some things are starting to brown on the top there in the pan. It says don't brown it. So we're gonna add the wine next. We're gonna add the wine and then the cream. This is a Pinot Grigio. They said 2 cups of cream. I didn't make as much as they did though, so I don't think I'm gonna add that much of cream. I don't have that much spinach and I don't want it like swimming in cream. Okay, the wine is almost cooked out. Put some chicken breast to thaw, gonna cut it up and fry it, slap some pad thai sauce and noodles. Ugh. Pad thai, so good. So good. And I can eat it because it has rice noodles. Let's go like that to start. Right? I want all of the things that you guys keep talking about. I want pad thai. Okay, I'm coming back over here for a sec. Kids gotta eat more than hot dogs today? Yes, sir. You wanna go swimming in cream? Imagine how that would feel. I'm just gonna squeeze this. See how much extra moisture is left in here. And then, actually, I'll just get a little cutting board. I don't want to chop the spinach right on the wood. But yeah, as we squeeze this out, we'll pop it on the board and get it chopped. Samo was supposed to have steak and lobster at work yesterday for dinner. That didn't happen. They didn't even have steak on a Friday. I don't even know what he had. He sent me a photo of like a miscellaneous thing, which I think was chicken. I couldn't even tell. And just a pile of peas. That was literally his dinner yesterday. And then the other camp got steak and lobster. So you tell me how that is fair. I'm squeezing it out. This is the small portion of spinach. Holy, hey. I told you it cooks to nothing. Torino, get in the corner. Did you guys like have a bench that was like set up in the corner? I had that. It was always the same bench that I had to sit on. I'm gonna go get some nutmeg and put a sprinkle of that in here. And we're just cooking this down until the consistency coats the spoon. You got the wooden spoons? I never got it physically. Just my mom shattered one on a counter once, and that was like enough to scare us. Sam is lasagna? It was lasagna. Oh, you're here. Hi, dearly. Internet is spotty today due to weather. We were wondering where you were. Okay, little pinch of nutmeg. Very similar to what like a bechamel sauce is, but we did it the easy way and the gluten-free way. I didn't add any salt and pepper in there yet. I'm gonna do that. Stir this. It's honestly almost done. And we'll taste it. Torino. And yeah, we did send up some sneaky gifts for co-workers. Made their day. Like people that still work in the kitchen. Mmm. This spinach is gonna be so nummy. That nutmeg is so good in there. Okay, wait. We still have to grate a little bit of cheese for it. Ah. Good thing I didn't use the thin side on the box grater. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this off. Our water is almost up on the rice. So I think I might get it in there and get it in the oven, because it's okay if it's done a little bit early. And what I usually use is a measuring cup, so we can measure the 1 liter and it has a handle. Okay, sounds good, Samo. We'll be here. So you need 4 cups of boiling water. I'm gonna use this. I'm just gonna pour it into the cup over the sink. because I don't think I can fit my cup in there to scoop it. The sketchiest, but I love it. And yeah, you want to make sure your water, or sorry, your oven is nice and hot too. Yeah. We're gonna do this together here.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Did you hear that, chat? The Samo message? I was like, I got kind of scared there for a sec. I didn't know what was happening. Okay, so we're pouring this in. And you can just do like a little shimmy shake. You're gonna cover it with foil. And that goes in the oven 20 minutes for sure. I'll probably push it to 25. You could also like not make pilaf, but also cook rice in the same way, just so you guys are aware. And yeah, the pan is like a little bit hot now to carry over, so just be careful. I'm just gonna use this towel since we poured the boiling water in. And you want those edges nice and tight on the foil so that you keep all the steam inside. Okay, we can finish the spinach while everything else is in the oven. So we are coming over now. We're gonna switch the spinach pan out for a sec. Honestly, just pop it on top of there. I was preheating the pan to sear the lamb. So I'm just gonna slide it over. Because it started to smoke with the fat in it, so I didn't want the oil to get too dark. Thanks, Dusty. I will have a sip of water. Appreciate you. How was your walk? We finally get to sear the lamb. That's really hot too. Just gonna slowly clear the stovetop off of things that we no longer need. It was a nice walk, 65F and sunny, beautiful out. I'm so excited for mine soon. So earlier we seasoned the lamb with a spice rub that we made ourselves with salt and pepper, granulated garlic, coriander, and fresh rosemary. So we already sprinkled it on one side, and then we're gonna put that side down into the pan first. And then we have a little bit more seasoning here to put on the other side of the chops once they are in the pan. And you want this pan really nice and hot so that you can get great sear and color on the outside of the lamb, because that is where you're gonna get a lot of flavor too. We can do a little test if we want. Okay. And then we just like kind of press it down. Because sometimes the chops are like cut uneven. And all we want to do here is get the lamb like nice and browned on both sides. And then I was thinking we'd just pop it back in this roasting pan, finish it in the oven, and then we can do our Marsala sauce in here. These are huge. Like, they seriously look so good. Stick one more in the middle here. I don't know, can I fit these other two? I don't often like to lift this up once I have it in the pan, because the seasoning comes off. Hi, Mickey. Merry Christmas to you and your mom. I hope you're A-okay. This lamb is going nuts. Like, I can't even hear. I'm deaf. Hello? Gotta do the other side. If you want, you can have a little peek. So I feel like this side of the pan cooks way hotter. Oh yeah. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, now I'm gonna try and sneak in these last two. Get them seasoned. You've only had lamb in gyros, so the chops are going to be heavenly. They are quite unctuous. And like, this is a thing that you eat with your hands usually. At least I do. It's a fun nibbling thing. I don't like to eat lamb chops with a knife and a fork. It's like the way that the meat peels off of the bone is like so satisfying, honestly. Samo is back at work. He was just here in chat, actually, before you popped in. But he had to go do something else really quick. Hell yeah, that's what we want, you guys. That looks so good. I don't even care if the garlic got a little bit dark. I don't even care. It's gonna be so good. Those couple of spots won't really make a difference. Yes, I dropped Samo back at the Aero Center on Thursday morning, so it's just me. It's just me, myself, and I. So one thing I do find is when you're searing something, usually when you flip it over, the second side doesn't take as long to brown. I don't know why that is. I'm just getting my cheese out that we need to grate. Oh, actually, haha. The roommate gifted me some Gouda as well. And it's actually already been like dealt with a little bit, so I'm just gonna grate from this. Also an aged Gouda. I love those discoveries. Haha! How's this? Almost. How's this one? Almost. Let's flip it. This one? Flip that one too. I'm grating the cheese for the spinach while we're waiting on the lamb. Okay. Nice. Start taking this goodness out. This can probably get flipped fully now. Pretty much. So now obviously this isn't fully cooked through, right? I'm just gonna flip this on the one side because the bone looks weird. So now we're gonna pop this into the oven to finish cooking. I'm just gonna feel it. Pretty rare still, I would say. I'll start with like maybe six minutes. A zoom feature. I mean, you guys can always just ask and I'll show you. How much on our timer? So halfway through the rice. So actually things are timing out really perfect. This is great. Just finished grating that Gouda. Okay, this is coming out. Just gonna turn that off. I'm okay if those ones are a little undercooked too. Okay, so while this is like, maybe I'll let it cool a bit so you can see it's really smoking. I'll take it off the heat. That'll happen when there's nothing in the pan. That's going in the oven. I'm gonna start with a 6-minute timer, but it'll probably have to go longer. The rice smells like tortillas as it's cooking. The rice smells like tortillas. Interesting. Make my own timer. Okay, quick. Quick. Thank you, Cookie. We'll chop this. We can finish our spinach. And it'll stay nice on the stovetop. It might get a little bit of a film on top, just with the dairy and the fat. So just watch that and keep stirring it. But otherwise, it should hold the heat really well. Okay, just trying to get it off of my finger. Get off! Okay, first, this is cooled off finally. Whoa, don't break the bottle of Marsala. A semi-dry Marsala wine. It's Marsala time. I'll have to put that in my little bottle area after. And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna keep it on the heat because I don't want it to reduce too much. Just give your pan a shake. I'm just gonna use that like as a jus. And just leave like that residual heat to cook out the strong alcohol flavor. So now we can bring our spinach pan back over. This is our sauce that we were working on. See what I mean? It makes a little bit of a film, kind of seals it up. So butter, onion, garlic, nutmeg, salt and pepper, and just some cream. We have squeezed our spinach out after steaming, and then we just chopped it so it wasn't as stringy. And then it's cheese time. I'm gonna start with a handful of cheese. Equal parts cheese to spinach is what we're looking for. Okay, this pan's in the way. Move it or lose it. Stir it up. That way we have time to taste it before it's time to serve. This looks good. I've been like having a hankering for a spinach dip, but obviously I can't eat spinach dip with bread like how I want it. So I thought I would make a creamed spinach. Scoots. Like the traffic's been nuts here. Since I woke up at 6:30 this morning, it's been non-stop. I mean, I was saying even yesterday when I went to the store, like I was done grocery shopping at 9:30 and it was insane. Like the feeling of like, I need to get out of here and get home. Just eat it with your hands. Yeah, just burn your hands. Do it for chat. Moosily, thanks for the follow. And yes, oh my gosh. Like even just trying to get out of a parking stall, it was the funniest thing to watch. They're so impatient. Mmm. The nutmeg in there is gonna go so good with the lamb. I'm just gonna do a little bit more salt. I was wary on it because of the cheese we added. Also a bit more pepper. I'm just taking off the heat so it doesn't reduce too much. Oh, here we go. So it begins. It's not a one time, it's always a 2-time minimum. And I don't mind like the color of this, a little bit browned. I know they said to like not brown the onion and garlic, but I like this. Oh, the cheese is like making little cheesy strings a bit. Well, that's done. Okay, what do we got? 50 seconds on the timer for the lamb. So I'm just taking this extra cheese off the cutting board so that we can get ready to plate.
50-second the lambs. I'm just taking this extra cheese off the cutting board timer. Counting down.
I quit. What is going on? We don't need that one. She really went off. Okay, I also want to taste the jus. Ooh. Mmm. That's gonna be good. It's very like rich and unctuous. Hello, lamb. How cooked are you? That was 6 minutes, guys, after we seared it. My gosh. It honestly almost feels done. Are you serious? So we want to go right in the middle by the bone? Chat, we're done. We're complete. 6 minutes, that's it. I was going more for a medium. I don't like chewy lamb. 2 wasn't enough. We needed at least 1 more, okay? Hi, Mary. How are you doing? It costs $10 to make in China, Bonk. What? What? Okay, you know what I want to do? Just take this pan and just pour this little bit of jus over the lamb because I don't have that much. That should be good. Lammy lamb lamb. Was that pan hot just now that I touched? Yes, yes it was. Okay, 2 minutes on the 20-minute timer for the rice. And let's be honest. Oh, it's too shiny. Is that gonna be a problem again today? Guys, the lamb is too glazed. That happened last time we made something like this. But yeah, this has to rest anyways before we eat it. So 2 minutes to wait on the rice is literally nothing. Get your plate. It's time. Just gonna switch that. Did I call them? I didn't call them. At least that's what you think. I don't know why they like just keep sending so many fire trucks at once. Just like send 1 to start, not 3. Unless it was like a really bad call, which sucks for them, honestly. Okay, we're waiting. We're waiting. You know what I'm gonna grab? Because I got a little bit of garnish to use up. Just some chopped parsley. Sprinkle over the plate. I can't believe how quick that lamb cooked in the oven. Like, oh my gosh. Aw, Mary, you're sick? You're not the only one who's like come down with either a cold or flu in the last few days. I hope you get on the mend quick. Christmas is postponed. I mean, better to postpone it than to not enjoy your time, right? Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Okay, let me just move this because I want to check the rice with you guys too. Sec. All right, 20 seconds. That's good enough for me. And this is okay, like if you open up the foil and it doesn't quite look done, just pop the foil back on and put it back in the oven. But look at it. Okay, I just steamed the heck out of you guys, but I'm pretty sure it's perfect. So, when we start to see the rice kind of like fluffing up the side of the pan like that, that usually tells me that it's perfect. Let me just check the bottom. You can always peek through. Oh my gosh, like seriously, it works perfectly every time. And it's like fluffy. Just the greatest ever. It's so good. That is so much pilaf. Who am I feeding? So that was 20 minutes in the oven. And this is how we cook rice up at camp. Because we have to cook so much rice at one time. I'm just grabbing a spoon if you guys are like, where is she going though? Just grabbing a spoon for the rice. Because we'd cook like 6 pans. 6 full hotel pans. It's so easy to just get them all ready without the water and you just pop them in every 20 minutes as you need them. 50% of the time, it works every time. Okay, Anchorman. Okay. let's plate it up, I suppose. Might as well just pop the rice on while it's here. And yeah, so the stuff just like kind of floats on top. So you can either like mix it up if you want, which looks really nice, or just serve it with this stuff on top so you can see it. And yeah, it doesn't stick to the bottom, nothing. Lloyd pans do work great too, Mary, good point. But that is the famous rice pilaf. I'm turning off my oven. Okay, next I'm gonna do the creamed spinach. And then the lamb goes on top. Guess I could set that there too since it's so heavy. Look at that. Not too watery, but also like not too thick, right? But the texture will be weird. Which ones even look the best? They all look good. They all look good. Such like an old school plate almost. That is huge. Like for a lamb chop, that's massive. And they are Australian. Okay, now this is what I want to do. This is also why I like poured the juices in with it as it rested, because we got more juices. Trying to not have it fall. So instead I'm just going to use a spoon, because that started to get too sketchy for me. Spoon that over. Just ship this to you in your box. I'm in. Just like all vac sealed, frozen, ready to go with instructions. This is definitely like a $45 plate, right? And we spent $18 on 8 lamb chops. So you tell me what's worth it. It's photo time, if you guys were wondering. And then I finally get to taste this masterpiece. It's not Canadian or American sized? Why not? I'm gonna go this way too. It's a pretty labor-intensive dish, I would say, so it probably would be pretty pricey in a restaurant. Thank you, Michaela. Okay, going to get a fork. I'll grab a knife. You probably won't need it, though. Like I said, I like to eat my lamb chops just with my hands. We did it! What do we want to try first? I don't even know. I kind of want to try like some rice with the spinach. And then I'm getting into the lamb with my hands, so don't make me type anything. Can you tell I was cooking? Look how rosy my cheeks are. Yes, yeah, in finer restaurants, you would just get like the protein on a plate, and then you would get like the sides in little cute dishes. That together, that is really good. Like, you know, when you eat something, it's so good, it kind of like makes you almost cry. That is seriously such a good combo. Like, blinded by this light. Tastes like grandma made it. Yeah, one of the few times when shaking your head no actually means yes. Okay. it off of there, rice. Just want meat. I usually bite this little piece first off. So that's how I cooked it. I said I was gonna cook it medium. I did. Those seasonings with the rest of this dish. These are the best lamb chops I've ever had. Yeah, you don't get a Sammy mukbang, you just get a Kate one. These are seriously the best, like, lamb chops in this style that I've ever eaten. Like, I've eaten quite a few over the years. So this side sometimes has, like, a gristle. I don't love gristle, so I just, like, peeled that off with my teeth. So yeah, we never cook lamb to well because it gets really dry and also chewy. And then I find when we go more to like medium rare and rare with the lamb, it also stays very chewy. It's like you don't break down the connective tissue enough. This barely even tastes like lamb. The gamey flavor is not even there. But yeah, I just have like a butter knife and you can see how tender these come out. So we seasoned them, we seared them, and then we roasted them for only 6 minutes. The marsala was perfect in there too. Soak up all the goodness. A lot different than the other lamb we once upon a time bought from Costco, if anyone remembers that fiasco. Scarred for life. Okay, I'm having a lamb bite with everything else. It's good, bonk. Like, not super sweet, right? Where that's all you taste, but it's definitely there. It's like just that little bit of something that makes you go like, hey, this is really good. Not just like, that's good. Those two together, though, way too good. Like, you know when sometimes the sides are better than the main? I don't even know what's the best part of this plate. Probably the lamb, but it's hard to decide right now. Okay, we did it. We cooked lunch. Should we look at our dessert? See how those turned out? Ooh, hello. There's our chocolate peanut butter balls. I'm gonna see how it looks in this other cam. Aw, yeah. They're all hardened up. And yeah, dark chocos too. Okay, I'm gonna take a little photo of those too before I put them away. Where do I want to take the photo? I think like this way. Milk chocolate you're not a big fan of, Bonk? I like to mix them every now and then. But I am also the same. Yeah, I don't like chocolate. That's too sweet. Okay, which one do we want? What I said, this one that flipped over, right? Was the chef snack. Look at the side of it. Okay, let's see how like hard this is gonna be. So I've never made this recipe before. Excuse me. That was from the lamb. As I get chocolate all over my face. Yep. Yup. It's not sweet, it's crunchy. A little bit of salt on top. It's really not too sweet at all, but it like makes you want to eat it more. Because a lot of times I find like if dessert's too sweet, I don't want to keep eating it, and then I feel bad, right? I get sad. It's so messy, but I love it. It's all part of the fun. I was gonna say, finally some good food. What happened? What the heck happened? So much peanut butter. Do I still have all the recipes linked? No, I don't. Okay guys, I'm just gonna copy paste the recipes one more time for you since our commands weren't working. Just in case you want to make them for yourself and you don't have Discord. Thank you, Bonk, for posting the menu first. Here you go, my wonderful peoples. I don't know who we're gonna raid yet. That's what I'm looking at. A very good menu, Scoots. I'm still looking. Still looking. Okay, we're gonna go raid Dana's kitchen. She's raising money for No Kid Hungry with pizza pockets? Okay. Okay. Is there an update for the system? For my, like, Windows system? No. She is all updated and ready to go. But yeah, I think it's just on the Stream Elements side. Something is wonky there, so it might be a connection, like Bonk suggested. Just try to unlink it and then link it back. The raid has been created. Okay, friends, that's it. That's it for the weekend. We'll be back on Tuesday after all the Christmas festivities. Thank you, Joe Bot, for the follow. Welcome in. So Tuesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, we are gonna make some more like kind of festive things because I have a Boxing Day dinner with my family that I wanna bring like eggnog to. So we're gonna make maple rum nog that stream on Tuesday and some more cookies and stuff like that. So nothing too crazy. So I hope to see you guys then. If not, have a wonderful holiday and I will see you the following Friday. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, all of the above. Just type up your own raid message. It's okay, you don't even have to say anything. You can just say, hey, that's fine by me. Oh, thank you very much, Dusty, your address for the box. And yeah, thank you guys to Mish and Dust for buying a cookie box today. I'm so excited to make those for you, and they are available until the 31st. So we'll be streaming again before that if you want to get your hands on one too. Okay, this is about to cut me off. Love you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. See you in a couple days. Post your yummy treats in Discord from Christmas and your presents if you want to. Okay, bye.